Turismo is directed by Neil Blomkamp and stars Archie Madwick, David Harbour, Orlando Bloom, Darren Barnett, Jerry Halliwell, Digimon Houzo, sorry for my spelling, and Daniel Pugh. It tells the story of the ultimate wish fulfillment tale of a teenage Gran Turismo player whose gaming skills won him a series of Nissan competitions to become an actual professional race car driver. Hello, you are beautiful movie lovers. My name is Louis, aka Movie Fandom, and today we're talking about Gran Turismo, the new movie from Neil Blomkamp. If you don't know already, Neil Blomkamp is the director of movies such as District 9, Elysium, and Chappie, which is by far his most divisive work. And it tells a story of Jan Mardenborough, hope I'm pronouncing it right, who was a Gran Turismo player, and like I said, yada yada yada. Okay, so when this movie released, when the trailer released, it just looked blah. I had it on my watch list because it was Neil Blomkamp, because District 9, I really love. I've only seen it once. I watched it for the first time last year. But I do love that movie, and I am still waiting for District 10. So, I saw this movie last night, and should have we got District 10 inside of this? Well, I'll tell you. First off, I think the number one thing that will be talked about with this movie is its racing scenes. They are really good and well handled. They really do put you in the feel of it and the experience. Because when Jan breathes, it feels like you're breathing, like you're scared, and it really does work. It puts you in to that experience. Also, David Harbour. I love David Harbour from Hopper, obviously. And he brings the same material as he does from that show to this movie. And he is really good in this movie. He's by far my personal favorite performance. He is really great as this character. Well, person to be exact, because it is based on a true story, obviously. And he is great. You can tell the emotions he has, and it really works. I loved him in this movie. Also, the camera work, while I do have some issues with it, it does look pretty great, especially in the racing scenes that also add on to it. Not mention the gameplay aspect to it. They treat the racing scenes like it is the video game, obviously. And it really does work. It reminds me of Hit Girl from Kick-Ass, where she sees things like a video game. It really does remind me of that, but it is really good. Not as good as Kick-Ass, don't get me wrong, but still, this is pretty good, and I did like it. Also, Archie Madwick. I have issues with his performance. But for the most part, he really does work as this character. Especially in the beginning, where you feel emotions aside from those racing scenes. And I love that about this movie, with the emotions you feel when he's on screen. And it really does work. If I'd say issues, I'd say the runtime. The movie's 135 minutes long. I'm not saying, 40 minutes couldn't have been cut out, and even then it could have been better. I think they could have trimmed certain scenes and also added more to other ones that were short. Because for the most part, a lot of this movie is kind of montages with the racing, and it's cool and all, don't get me wrong, but it's just, I would have liked more. to it. Also, Archie Madwick with his performance, he is really good in this movie. When he's crying or in an emotional state, let's just say it's not the best. Also, there are a lot of scenes where I unintentionally laughed. Well, to be exact, one scene with the mother who is crying in grief. I tried so hard to contain my laughter, and I did, but I'm sorry, the crying was funny. I'm sorry. But also, I will say the phone stuff in this movie, not saying an issue, but like, this is a pretty big issue, but I thought the movie took place in 2013-ish, and then when I saw the movie, okay, did this movie take place, maybe this decade? But then I looked at it, and it said 2011, and the phones looked like it was made today, which, yeah, that wasn't really, amazing, so yeah, that's mostly what I gotta say about this movie. There's not a lot to say about this movie. It's fine and all. But, you know, it's not a lot to say. Overall, Gran Turismo can be fun. It is a lot of fun when it comes to the racing, and a bunch of fun just all around. David Harbour gives a great performance, but there are issues with certain performances, and some issues with the runtime. Overall, I give Gran Turismo a B-. Okay, so those are my thoughts on Gran Turismo. What did you think of it? Did you love it, hate it? Let's agree, disagree down below in the comments. Come and tell me. Yeah, so that's mostly it for now. My review for Haunted Mansion will come later this day. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see that soon. Yeah. That's mostly it right now. Yeah. Stay awesome.